Hey there, this is Eric with RetroGameBuilds.com, just showing you how to set up your new system for the first time. When you first get your system, it's going to pretty much look identical to this unless you bought the NES version. The version slightly is just barely, so pretty much everything I go over in this video should apply to the NES version. So what we have here is the Sega box. So we're going to go ahead and open it up, and as you can see, it's already powered on and ready to go. But we're going to kind of show you what happens if everything's kind of unplugged, which it would be after you purchase it. So the first thing you do is locate your USB controller. It's going to look like this, and go ahead and plug it into the USB port right here. This is all done before the unit is powered on. So everything's turned off. Take your controller, plug it into port number 1. Okay, and step number 2 is get your HDMI cable. Go ahead and plug that into the back of your television. I'm utilizing HDMI port number 3, so just make sure it's on the right input. Once you plug that into the back of your TV, go ahead and run that down to your micro HDMI port right here. This is going to give you your video and sound. Okay. Something to note here, this USB port runs to here. It is very important that it is plugged into the second micro USB slot right here. When I sell them, they're already installed and put into the slot, but in case it falls out, just make sure that it's right there, put into that one. Okay, next step, you're going to take your 2 amp your little wall outlet there. You're going to plug it into the wall, and then take your micro USB, which is on the, this right here, and go ahead and plug that in to the power micro USB slot right there. So now that that's powered on, it takes about anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute to boot up, but once it's done, you're going to get to this screen right here. Now I'm going to try to hold up the controller so we can kind of see what's going on. Using the controller, you can push left or right to cycle through the different systems you want. So today I'm going to show you, let's play some Mario. So we'll go to Nintendo, and then once you highlight what system you want, you push the A button. There you go. So now here's about the 800 Nintendo games. Cycling through all of them might take some time, so they developed a shortcut key. What you can do to jump, say you want Super Mario, which starts with the letter S, instead of cycling all the way through, push the select button, which is right here. That will bring up this menu. There you go. So we're going to jump to letter S. So we're going to cycle over to S. Once we highlight S, go ahead and push that A button right there. So there we go, jumped over to letter S. So Super, SU, we're going to be going down a little bit. Alright, we're getting there. Alright, Super Mario Brothers. That is the one that includes Duck Hunt. So now that you've selected your game, push the A button right there. You don't push any buttons on the screen, you just kind of hang tight. So as mentioned in the instructions, most Nintendo games utilize the select button, which is right here, to select how many players you want. So for example, I'm pushing up and down right now on the controller, and it's not selecting second player. you actually literally have to push the select button. See, select, select, select. You can actually cycle through how many players you want. So I want a 1-player game. After that, you push the start button right there. And there you go. You got Mario. Playing with one hand here. So say that you're done playing Mario and you want to check out something else. You want to push the start and select buttons at the same time. That will bring you out to this menu. To exit out of the Nintendo system, say you want to play some Sega now, push the B button on the controller, which is right there. Boom. And now you're back here. So let's go over to Sega, which is called the Mega Drive. Pretty much everywhere in the world except for the United States. We call it the Sega Genesis here. So Sega Mega Drive, push the A button, and there you go. So let's say I want to play some Mortal Kombat. Let's push the select button, go over to M, select it with the A button, push A. Now let's go down to Mortal Kombat, let's say Mortal Kombat 2. We'll push the A button. Again, we don't push any buttons on this screen. So yeah, that should do it. Now we're going to exit out of the game again, pushing start and select at the same time, just like that. And now we're going to go over powering off your system and turning it back on again. So say you're done playing, you need to get to work or whatever, push the start button right there. It's going to bring up this screen, the main menu screen. Scroll down to quit, push A. Shut down system, push A, and it'll ask you, do you really want to shut it down? Say yes. It's going to give you some mumbo jumbo for a minute, and then it's going to power down. Now, the way that this system works, there's no real actual power switch. So to turn off the power, you literally have to unplug the micro USB out from the port. Now the unit is powered off. To power it back on, you just plug it back in and you're good to go. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions or concerns, just email me at retrogamebuilds@gmail.com and I'd be happy to go over it. So you have a great day, and I'll see you next time.